What is going on, my baboon brothers? My simian sisters, Deejus here with another Advanced Wars by Web replay analysis. Today, we got ourselves a user-submitted banger of a game. That's right. You too, I'm looking at you in the camera. You can get your games reviewed by me on my channel. Just submit your weirdest, wildest, nuttiest games to Deejusproductions@gmail.com. There is a little bit of criteria you need to follow in the more info section beneath this video, but if you meet that criteria, please send me those nutty games. I really want them. It's beneficial for both of us. You get to have your game reviewed in front of thousands of the classiest people on the internet. Meanwhile, I get to crank out some extra content and have a few laughs. So it's a win-win, so submit your stuff to me. But anyway, this user-submitted game takes place on the map Inland Viking, and this map is a lot to unpack. It is a massive map. It is a mixed base map. There's 4 comm towers total on this map, and might I add, very high income map. So a lot of things can happen on this map. It is massive. There's no HQs. There's 2 labs. There's 2 comm towers each. Like I said, there's little Ding Ding Island over here on both sides. We'll get to that in a second, but it's 4 bases, 29k per side, assuming everything's split down the middle. So let's break it down from the perspective of black. So you have your 2 bases over here, you have your weak base over here in the corner, and then you have your weak base over here in the other little area. Now, basically, in a mixed base map, you kind of choose your own adventure. There's not always a strong base that always does the same thing to the weak base. Sometimes maybe you want to divert your attention towards attacking this base as black, or maybe you want to divert your attention over here as black. It really depends on what side is building what. If they build a lot of artillery on one side, I'm going to front shift to the other base and kill the easier base instead of fighting the artilleries, because they're going to get entrenched and they won't be able to move after that. So you can kind of bait an artillery or a rocket, then just shift to the other base and actually destroy that base. So you have this middle 2 bases, and you have this lab over here fighting their little battle royale in the middle. And then you have this little pipe seam base over here, which is usually the most weak and the most bullied, because you have the base over here that can wrap around in a couple turns. You got this base over here that can get to the comm tower in a couple turns, and you're only allowed to go out 2 exits. One with a forest, actually 2 forests, and the other going up straight here, and there's a pipe seam in the way. Getting the pipe seam destroyed will allow you to reinforce quicker, but it will also enable you to die quicker if your opponent decides to overwhelm you. An artillery lock is extraordinarily easy from this base. Luckily, you do have an airport. Meanwhile, this base over here does not have an airport. You will probably have a port. Whoop-de-doo. Ports are not nearly as good as airports in competitive Advanced Wars. So either of these bases can fall to the other opponent. And then my favorite gimmick of the map is Ding Ding Island over here. So blue has a few properties over there. Unfortunately, how do you get to Ding Ding Island? It might seem a little easier than it seems easier than it is. If I'm black, I want to get to Ding Ding Island, right? I build my T-Copter, and I bring it over here. Whoa, there's a pipe seam over here. Oh, wait, blue's base is literally like right here. So this is like a hot little area, right? You have to get through the strait right here. The strait of the blue. Oh, there you go. The strait of blue ooze. Of more ooze. The strait of more ooze. You have to get through the strait of more ooze over here. It's based off a real strait, I hear. Could be anti-airs flying around there. Could be missiles there. There could be drones. Who knows in that strait? But you have to get through the strait, and then you can take the island. Or maybe a port, but that's like harder. And you can block over here as well with an infantry. So it's hard to get to Ding Ding Island, but the riches on Ding Ding Island are huge. You get a comm tower and 4 properties. And if you flip 2 of those, it counts as more than, feels like 6 properties, because you're taking 2k away from your opponent. So getting to Ding Ding Island can be like hitting the lottery. So if you get to Ding Ding Island, you're feeling good. But a lot of the games, I see just a base die over here, and then the game's over before anyone gets to Ding Ding Island. Or maybe there's lab caps, or maybe someone just resigns because they got 3 comm towers to 1 comm tower, or no comm towers. But there's a lot of... It's a choose-your-own-adventure map. I would say, like, oh, the contested base is the comm tower, and this is contested. Like, it's 2 tank turns from here, it's 2 tank turns from here. But the thing about all these contested bases, it doesn't really matter. It depends where you put your resources in mixed base. So this could be contested on this map because black decides to go strong side down here, or it could just be easily be blues in another scenario. So we're not going to belabor the point of strong side and weak side contested properties. But there's the main dynamics, and then you have the Battle Royale in the middle. You maybe want to fight over these 2 bases, but they're small peanuts compared to winning a base. So usually you don't see a big fight in the middle. You see the putting their forces on either side and trying to kill another base because there's a lot more properties over here than these two meager properties in the middle, not really worth fighting for. Let's talk about the COs real quick. Since it's 29k per side, everyone first thinks Hawke. Higher income means stallier COs are better. Hawke, Drake, Olaf, la 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 la. However, mixed base benefits Von Bolt, Kindle, the day-to-day COs, Max, COs like that, Sammy maybe even. But so it's kind of in between. You want the mixed base day-to-day, but you also want the global damage from the high income. Me, I love Hawke, so I pick Hawke here. I just think it's hard to go wrong with Hawke, but if you get a Sasha versus Hawke matchup, you're in for a tough time. So Hawke is a bit of a gamble. Von Bolt is the safe pick here. I think he's a safe pick. If I wanted to win the game, maybe I go Von Bolt here, but if I want to be cool, I pick Hawke here. I think the majority of people pick Hawke here, and Sasha has the highest win rate because I think most people pick Hawke, then the Sasha, then Von Bolt, and the Sashas all beat the Hawks, and then Von Bolt beats the Sashas. So it's kind of a rock, paper, scissors kind of scenario. Because if there's two comp towers, usually Sasha gets a lot better because she gets the 2-hit KOs that Hawke gets with one comp tower. So there's a lot less of a firepower discrepancy, 20% to 30% rather than 10 to 20%. Same goes with Von Bolt. The more comp towers, the less good Von Bolt gets because he can't really just sit around. He can get blasted off cities if the opponent has 2, 3, 4 comp towers. So really, it's a take your pick kind of thing. I think both of these COs have viability and should have a good game on both sides. Both the players are around 850 level players. Slightly above average players, and cool people for submitting this game. Anyway, without further ado, we're going to begin. All right, how do I get these control? There we go. In the bottom, in the black hole, or I guess it's just everywhere on the map, in the black hole, we got a lot of axolotl. Axolotl? I think that's a axolotl. I think it's going to... A lotta. We got a lotta. We got a lotta, and then in the blue goop, we got Jitapala. J Deli. He runs the deli on the corner, J Deli. And already we're seeing a lot of Exodo. He wants the comp tower, I guess, because this isn't a chain. Don't be fooled. There's a C tile right there. This isn't a chain. Might not go for the air. I would go for the air. Well, this is a great chain. You can get a T-Copter early, maybe, or a Battlecopter early. I don't really like this aggressive move already for Lotl, but he's, especially as Hawke. If I'm playing Von Bolt, maybe I'd be a little more aggressive like that, but he's going a little nut early. So, Blue's taking the more normal stance. Let's see which one works out better for them. So far, other than that quirky little move, oh, another double. A lot of Exodo. Ooh, he's got a lot of courage to be facing a Von Bolt day-to-day CO going for aggressive caps early. If a recon comes out there, it could be punishment time, but will he get away with this greed? This is a lot of greed to be playing as a stally CO versus an aggressive CO and going this greedy. That usually doesn't work out in the higher levels. Maybe in the lower levels you can get away with it. I'm not entirely sure. And then also skipping this, and he's, whoa. I mean, this guy is, I like this than this chain over here. So this is a good chain, but I feel like he should be getting this. I wonder if the income discrepancy is really going to matter here. Is he going to have one less tank than his opponent because of all these base skips, or is it not going to matter at all? Going for the aggressive cap over there. I mean, this is going to be blacks anyway, so it's not even a contested property. You maybe put like a rocket here and guard the corner, or it's not even good there. Maybe like an artillery and then try to push the base. I'm curious what he builds here. Builds a mech to break the pipe scene. We were talking about that earlier. It could hasten your death, but also provide aggression. Blue is not building any vehicles, so he basically lets a lot of Exodo get away with the greed because he doesn't build any recons, he doesn't build any tanks. There's no punishment for this greed, so it looks like a lot of Exodo's greedy build is paid off ostensibly. So let's see how this greed build works for him. And this guy is nuts, man. He skips so many caps. I don't really like this, honestly. This is just a little too much. You know what I mean? Like, this airport is really good. You want this airport. Battlecopters early on this map are good. You know what I mean? You need the battlecopters to kind of fend away your opponent because you have one base versus two bases, 1 versus 2. You're going to need an airport to really lessen that firepower discrepancy. So I'm a little perplexed by this. Let's see what blue builds vehicles at. I think black has not built any vehicles. Blue, you have 24K. What are you going to build, a Neo tank? What are you saving up for, boy? Spit it out. What you building? Triple tank Tordred? Tank? Tank? Okay. 2 tanks from the middle. I would like to see a little more cohesion. Maybe a tank here and a tank here to like do the pincer strike on the side over here. This is kind of like even Stevens, like, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. Maybe I'll go this way. I mean, both of them could shift down or to the side. Okay, let's see what they do. I'm not going to judge. I'm not going to pass judgment too early. But blue does have a step. Blue will get the comm tower uncontested, whereas the ooze tries to capture the comm tower. Black already has the comm tower easily. Will this work out for the Uzis? Black will have the comm tower, and ooze will not. And there is a golf ball on the board. The first vehicle, not a tank, not an anti-air, not a recon, a neo tank. Kind of wild if you think about it. And I don't hate it, but I don't like it over here. Why do you think I don't like this neo tank over on this base? Why maybe over here instead? Maybe over here instead. Why don't I like it from that base? You know why? Bomber. One shots. Easy. I hate teching up big vehicles into an airport. If I'm fighting one base versus a base, or 2 base versus a base in an airport, I'd rather build my neo tank on the 1 base in the airport side than the 2 base fighting the airport, because a bomber is such an easy counter. It one-shots it, then an anti-air tries to revenge kill you, and the bomber still lives with 2 to 3 HP. So you get a net 2 to 3 HP bomber over the neo tank. It has 1 more extra movement, and it one-shots the neo tank unless it's on like some nice terrain. So a bomber is just better than the neo tank unless there's a lot of anti-air or fighters flying around. But I don't really like building neo tanks into an airport, and I think blue's going to punish that because he saved up some money. I think a bomber is coming. And another thing a bomber does: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, they cleverly placed it so you can't break the pipe seam from the other side, but you can break the pipe seam in 1 turn from that side. So the bomber could really do what this mech is trying to do over several turns and 1 turn. So the bomber, it counters the neo tank and it breaks the pipe seam. It'd be a beautiful counter. So I think black is kind of making this easy for Jay DePella, the Uzi boys. But he's going to interrupt the comm tower, no doubt. Bogoink. And builds a black boat? Interesting. Well, here comes the bomber. If he doesn't build a bomber here, I'll be shocked. Because that neo tank is scary. All right, will they do it? Oh. Huh. Okay, well, that's a free hit. That's the thing about teching up. You allow free hits sometimes elsewhere. Builds an... Oh. Okay. Well, I don't love that. But I think that black is going to bring the neo tank south. He doesn't care about this tank that much. You can just ignore that and build... Like, this is 1 property. How many properties is this? 7, 8 in the comm tower? I don't care about that 1 property in the middle. You can have that. And you probably wouldn't even be able to take it. You'd be able to deny it, but you wouldn't be able to take it. I really don't... I would ignore that if I was black. But he might not... Oh, he's going to Goosey Goose Island over here. He's going this way. He took the black boat route. I didn't even think about that. He can avoid the more ooze straight over here and just go his own little straight over here. In Brabel Dendib. I'm trying to rhyme with Babel Mendib Strait in Yemen, but that's what it is down there. This is the Yemeni Strait. This is the warm ooze state, or strait. So, I don't know about this. You got to be cognizant of something. Alada Axatl, that is your opponent's strong side. You do not have a vehicle there. He does have a vehicle there. Know your place. Basically, you're going to get killed there. You're going to get killed there. You just lost 2 free infantry to delay 2 caps for 1 turn. Wouldn't do that. Don't do that at home, kiddies. Gonna bust open the pipe scene. He brings that sucker neo tank up over there. Hate to see it. But Blueby over here does not have the comm tower. No comm towers at all, but he's losing free units. Or he's killing free units from black. Killed those 2 units, basically, and attack the comm tower. Oh, he gets a hit there, because the neo tank can attack here. Because if he attacks from the city, this neo tank's going to spank him. And trust me, I don't care if you're on a city. A Von Bolt neo tank attacking a neo tank of Hawke is going to win that matchup. So let's see what happens here. And there's also an artillery there, too. There he goes. Black is fighting into the... Dude, you're going to lose that. You're going to lose that. You're going to lose the comm tower. You need to know where to fight and where not to fight, my friend. You need to know where to fight and where not to fight. Well, here goes the neo tank. Or it should here it should go. Oh, he's trying to do it. He's trying to go to Ding Ding Island. I don't know if Black's gonna let him go. I don't know if Black's gonna let him go to Ding Ding though. Boom, bonk. 6-8. Okay, could be worse. I guess he has no comm tower, so it could be worse. Could be a 5-8 with Von Bolt. But I have a hunch Ding Ding ain't coming around here. One gets to Ding Ding. You got to stop him from going to Ding Ding. Fighting into an artillery there. Whoa. Whoa, mister. Oh, I thought he was going to attack with the other tank. I mean, now a bunch of stuff is going to die. I really don't like... Well, as Exodel's going a little too nutty. But look at this. A single infantry blocking the way. All it takes is a single infantry. There's not even an anti over there. Dang. Can he get through? Boom. Bang. Blang. Brang. Heals up his Neo tank. I'm liking Uzi's position here much better. Although Ding Ding has fallen to Exodal. That's the one thing he has going for him. Everything else is going very terribly for him. I mean, he denied the comm tower for a little bit, but at what cost? And now he gets the comm tower, so it doesn't even matter. And then he could probably capture this comm tower. He needs to build more infantry over here. Maybe even build an APC to boost. Or first he needs an anti-air. He needs a lot of things. He needs to conserve a little bit of his infantry. I wouldn't have gone for this cap, probably. But whatever. And the T-Copter just sits there like... He doesn't want to pay the troll toll. Doesn't want to pay the troll toll. He can't go through. Doesn't even base skips over here. He's running out of money to build something else somewhere. I don't know what he built really. A tank? Bro, you need an anti-air, bro. You need an anti... Oh, he built one over here. Okay. Still, that's a free tank hit for the copter. Yeah, bagunka. And you know what's coming soon? Hawke Super. Hawke Super is coming to a CVS near you. Excuse me, bro? Why are you using the power? You're so close to the superpower. Why are you popping a power, dude? It's 5 to get 1 power, and it's 4 for the superpower. It's cost efficient, dude. It's like buying a 8-ounce goldfish for $2 or an 80-ounce goldfish for $6. Yeah, you're getting a lot more goldfish, and it's cheaper per goldfish. But yeah, okay, it costs a little more up front. But I'm eating those 80 freaking pounds of goldfish, ounces of goldfish. Unless they're flavor blasted. I don't touch that shit. But all the other goldfish, I'm eating all of those. So, don't be using the power as my bottom line. And eat goldfish. Because they pay me to spawn. No, they don't. But they should. Anyway. He uses the power. But J-Dapa-Lapa. J-Dapa-Lapa. He's going to have his own superpower soon. But he's about to lose a lot of income from Ding Ding. He's about to lose a lot of income from Ding Ding. Suddenly he finds himself 2k behind after being ahead in income. And I don't really like these mechs over here. Like I said, in mixed phase, big maps, mechs aren't very good. If you're going to use them, use a T-Copter, use an APC, use something. Mechs on their own, 90% of the time, are not good. Unless you're Sammy, Adder, small maps, isolated bases with rivers, mountains surrounding them. They get to the front lines quicker. Don't build mechs, people. Please don't build mechs. These things are like irrelevant most of the time, and it automatically loses you basically 100 points of rating for every time you build a mech. So don't do it. I mean, do it if you want to keep my rating artificially high, but if you want to be a better player, just stay away from mechs, people. It's like drugs. All right, the copter gets a hit off. Tank gets a hitty. Still can't get through here. He can... No, he can't. Because if he goes over to this little tile over here, the anti-air smacks him. If he goes to this tile, then this smacks him. How is he going to get to Ding Ding Island? Even more importantly, the super is coming. Will he use it, though? Is he holding on to it? Is he going to give him a scare? A lot of Exotic, beware, you're in for a scare. I'm I mean, J-Tapalababa has the income advantage, or sorry, the unit count advantage, the unit value advantage. Alexadel has already used his power, so he's kind of behind on the power race. But Ding Ding has fallen to the black hole. Ding Ding has fallen. And Alexadel is actually fighting pretty well on this weak side over here. Good for him. But he's fighting in the middle here, which I don't like at all. So all these gains are going to be erased in the middle, basically. He's about to lose a bunch of tanks. He uses another power. Okay. I mean, I would have loved to see one superpower. But whatever, I guess. Where? Jade Depalapa, he's holding on to this a little too long. I wonder where it would land. Probably around over here was super land. I'm not sure where it would land. Maybe over here. Oh, over here, and he can get the Ding Ding. He can bust and go to Ding Ding. He can bust. He can bust through. He could bust too. He's busting through. He's going to Ding Ding. He's going to Ding Ding. F it. He's going to Ding Ding. He made it. Oh, they grew up so fast. He's going to Ding Ding. It's like going to Disneyland. Oh, that was a free copter. Oh, he's getting wrecked in the middle. Oh my god. Oh, he just got destroyed. And he's going to Ding Ding. But Alexadel, he's got the initiative though. He's got the comm towers. He's got the double comm towers. He's got the global damage. He might be stealing that base at the top too. And he only got a single guy to Ding Ding. Not a double ding, not a double dinger like over here. And in fact, he can go to this island, Ming Ming Island. Oh, that's not an island that's connected. Never mind. You're not getting anything at Ming Ming. So yeah, that was the whole story of Ming Ming. That lasted about 5 seconds. So don't remember the lore of Ming Ming. It doesn't matter. But it's a single blob on an island versus two guys that have already captured basically the entirety of the island. It's only day 14. This is a global league game. There is no time limit. 30 days happens, who cares? 40 days happens, who cares? Whoever wins, wins. By conquest, by lab cap, you name it. But there ain't no timer is what I'm trying to say. He's trying to go to Ming Ming, it looks like. I don't think that's going to work out for him, though. Attack. Excuse me? No, what on God's green earth is this? That... I don't know what I'm looking at right there. I don't get that. Maybe just frustrated about losing Ding Ding. He did get this over... I can't really excuse that. Put a tank here and a tank here and steal... No, then... Yeah, he's being a little too aggressive. He's kind of throwing units away. Here comes the punishment. Boom! Bang! Captures the lab. Bang, 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 bang. Looking really good for Jade Palapala. Look at this advantage. Ginormous unit count advantage and unit value advantage. Behind on the income because of Ding Ding, but that's going to go away soon. Alexadel does have a CO power, which he of course uses. He doesn't know how to use the super CO power for some reason. I don't know why. Super CO power would have been just as good. He probably could have used 2 superpowers at this point, honestly. Pushing forward. I wonder what his end game, though, is. I guess to keep the game going and try to take over this base. He's got some pressure over here. He could, this kind of uncontested, he could push for this base, maybe take over the comm tower and have a hope. He has to be careful, though. Boom, boom, boom. Because Blue has a counterattack, and Blue's just crushing him in the middle. Just massacring his boys in the middle. Base skip over here, though. I mean, he can't quite get the tank on top of there. That would be epic. Okay, he's going to get the comm tower. He has a huge income advantage. That's one thing he's going for him. He has a huge income advantage. And maybe Blue's going to overextend in the middle. That could work out really well. If Blue just keeps fighting over into here. But Blue is going to get another superpower. And trust me, it's going to hurt. He uses it. Boom. Double base lock. It could be worse. You know, he's not going to lose any units over there because of it. But still, double base lock. When you're going to be down some units, like in unit count, it's going to hurt. It's going to make things a lot worse. Boom, bang, 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 bing, bong, bong, bang, bang. Blue is really overextended, but it doesn't really matter when you control the bases. Or rather, the bases are locked. Not going to Ming Ming. Instead, going back over here to defend against this little tank push. It looks like a little fighting going on over there. I don't understand this mech / anti-air hit. That's kind of wild. An anti-air attacking into a tank? Okay, he might be stealing the comm tower very soon. Neotank's a little stuck. Unfortunately for a lot of like Zodl, he doesn't have a Neotank or something to trap it and kill it with. You can't really trap the Neotank. In fact, it can probably still have a heyday over there. And J-Dep Alabala, he's probably soon going to have that. Okay, what? Oh, he's trying to get the CO power. I was like, why is he attacking with a tank? He really doesn't want to allow this comm tower. I think that's what's going on here. But it's not enough. He sacked a copter literally for nothing. And now the tanks come swarming in and boom, 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 boom. He's knocking on this base over here. And he's got 3 labs. He loses 1 more labs. He loses. How is a lot like Zodl so ahead in unit value? It must be because of the powers. Please don't use the CO power again. He's going to use it though. Oh, he's going to get it. The base. Or sorry, not the base. The comm tower. Yeah, of course he uses it. Boonk. Bank. Guaranteed the cap. I don't know about that. Okay. I mean, he's got a huge income advantage. He's got a comm tower advantage. He really needs to do the damage. And look at all this little schlop over here. 1, 2, 6, 3, 8. Like, Jay DePaula, how did he get so low on unit count? And just like that, a huge income. Oh my, look at this. Day 16. He's ahead 60,000 or 52,000. 52,000. And now he's behind 50,000. 55,000. Oh, how the tides have turned. That's the power of Hawke, baby. Boom, ba bang, 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 though. Blue is threatening that lab over there. And he's got the base lock. This is looking scary, folks. This is looking scary, guys. This is looking scary. Scare bear. Attack the infantry, dude. Attack that freaking infantry. Don't let it cap. Okay, that's really ambitious. I don't know about that. You can do a counter attack and try to capture this lab over here. Looks like what he's trying to do. Not going for the infantry for some reason. That might bite him in the ass cheeks. He does have 3 comm towers to 0. Soon to be 3 comm towers to 1, but still 3 comm towers. So black has a lot of firepower. I would have attacked that infantry, man. That looks a little scary. That looks a little scary, bro. He's putting a lot of pressure over here. He's putting a lot of pressure over here. Black will win unless he allows this death throw attack over here to go through. Until the rocket play. Oh, he's definitely going for the lab. He's definitely going for the lab. Yes. Go, buddy, go. Can he get it? You got to be careful with all this stuff. You're giving charge. This allows the breakthrough, but there's only 1 tank there. And this infantry, they're on the wrong side of the river. Got to build a pipe runner here, probably. Pipe runner or a rocket here is the only... Wow, the black boat sunk. You need a pipe rocket runner or a rocket? Probably a pipe runner. And I would have put the tank here. Oh, man. Yeah, you need a pipe runner, bro. And then you needed to cap this. You got to use your power and cap this to... Oh, he's so close he can capture this. Oh, can he do that in time? He didn't build a pipe runner. He built a base-locked battleship. He had... Ooh, he's clobbering him. Wait. Where did that come? He left an opening over here? Two. Oh shit, he's gonna make it. And blue, he skipped. Boom. And it only has 2. Oh, wait a minute. But that's it. No! Woo! You need to get your ass cheeks off and make this guy cap. No, he combined. He capped and combined. Bro. Now he has to hope that blue doesn't block this. Boom. Oh, he's cobbling together a little tiny dinky force. It hit the east. No. There's just... Oh, he needs to block that medium tank. And he does. And he's gonna have 1 HP. And this would have went through if he just... 1 HP capture? Are you kidding me? I think that's the first time I've ever seen a 1 HP capture twice in a row. With 2 left, 1 boom, instead of just dying, you know? A lot of times people stop it and then kill it the next turn. That's the first time I've seen them get it to 1 HP and then it lives another turn and then wins. Wow, I mean, this is why they're, you know, normal to lower levels. If you literally just seen this and not combined, he just wins there. Or prioritizes this instead and captures this a day or 2 earlier, wins there. Because this game is won. I mean, look at that. I mean, there was a huge comeback by Black. Don't get me wrong. This is a huge comeback. Huge comeback. I mean, he was behind quite a bit, but being super aggressive caps, super aggressive attacks, copters fighting into anti-air, tanks attacking neo-tanks, just wild, crazy baboon flinging shit. Yet he had a pretty nice comeback, so props to a lot of Lexotl for doing that. But Blue had the situational awareness. He went for the caps. He knew what he was doing. Props to him as well. Both players had some hiccups in the road, I know, but I liked how they played overall. I think they had the right fighting spirit, and they had a pretty fun game. I'm not gonna lie, that was a really fun game to watch. And I like this map too. I kind of want to play on it sometime, but Ding Dang Island, man. I can't believe the Von Bolt superpower also allowed him to get through the Strait of Warm Goose or whatever, Black Blues or whatever. Like, damn. Anyway, hope you guys learned something. Hope you guys were entertained. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.